Sabine Blazin. I am a DJ, music producer, event curator, artivist, and a whole host of things. But those are the main things that I do. I am also the founder and creator of Oyasound Productions, which is a lifestyle brand that focuses on the intersections of African diasporic music and culture. And yes, in terms of IBDM, it's interesting because I always want to do a homage to techno, but the Black roots of techno, particularly where it comes from, Detroit, but also the evolution of house music from Chicago to New York. And this is sort of my contribution to that sound, to that history. I came across intelligent dance music, and I was like, ooh, let me check this out. And it was primarily in the 90s and early 2000s. It wasn't anything that I particularly was a part of in terms of a scene or was deep into. But when I explored it and some of the artists, it just seemed a little bit more minimalistic, what they coin like organic house now or progressive house, and definitely in the production and like the ethos of it, it definitely has like that element of quote unquote intelligence, but it made me question, how does this music seem more intelligent than other genres of music or within house music or electronic music? Then I went into this sort of deep headspace and was like, ultimately, house, dance music, electronic dance music, techno, comes from the Black club scene, Black and queer folks, and underground dance culture. So to me, this was sort of my response, but also my twist and spin on that notion of how dance music is intelligent. Definitely a connection or an extension of the work that I do, and highlighting African diasporic like sounds and culture. And my most recent releases, particularly my last full album, Tonight We Fly, it was definitely a homage to my own Haitian roots, but drawing in aspects from the diaspora, whether it was Brazil, South Africa, and other places, to show the interconnections between our cultures, but also the sound and its rooted history, right? So this is just a connection and an evolution of the roots of techno music or house music, in the same way that I would approach my sound in general, whether it's coming specifically from my most immediate culture in terms of Haiti or Haiti. I also grew up in the club scene in New York. So this was just, my homage, my way of giving back to the sound that shaped me as a dancer, as a DJ, then ultimately starting my own brand. Sort of like my vision or my approach to a lot of the work that I do is sort of Afro-futuristic. So always connecting the past, the present, but also reimagining the future. So whether I am booked to DJ a particular space, like my approach to the sound or reading the crowd, or just, for me, it's a spiritual thing, right? I come with my full self, whether it's my spiritual background, my homage to my ancestors, and just being very conscious of the tracks that I choose, taking them on a diasporic journey of sound. I sort of approach that work, whether it's being booked individually as a DJ or curating my own events and bringing in various artists, whether it's drummers, singers, and dancers, to also thinking outside of the box and not only the club, but any space that I walk into and I'm able to provide that sonic journey, that you're coming into this portal, you're coming into sort of the sacred space that lends itself to knowing the history of the sound, or even reimagining and hearing new aspects of the sound. Because ultimately, as a DJ and producer, I'm preserving it through the electronic music that I produce and or play out, and also for folks to have a reinterpretation of the sound but still be rooted and grounded as to where it comes from, as opposed to just like commercialism or appropriation. So I also see, and I've done this before, where I've had immersive experiences where I have live illustrators or visual artists or feature their work that I feel matches the sound of a track, or like the meaning of the track or the feeling that I want to evoke. So that's sort of the future IBDM as well. The artist, shout out to Zarita, who just took the idea and the sound and created her own visual interpretation, which blew my mind, who contributed to the EP cover. And we're going to feature her artwork on canvas and some of the other pieces that she's done with collage and illustration and photography, and have this gallery walk, sonic installation, listening party as you're listening to the 4 different remixes of IBDM, but also to feature her as a visual artist. So that's an example of like how I'm sort of expanding the vision of Oyasound, not just, producing a track or DJing a particular party. I'm sort of also curating a full experience. This is actually my first solo fully produced album or EP. Right? I had a specific idea, and of course I've had snippets, I worked on different versions, etc. And I was just like, you know what, let me put this out. I do have some ideas of remixes, of course. Then I'll pull in the squad and people that I really admire as producers and DJs, but just want to fully put this out as a solo project. My last album, I collaborated with amazing Haitian American artist Okai Music, who often people have seen at my live shows drumming and playing various percussive instruments, who really brought the idea of Tonight We Fly, Aswea Na Vole, but combining house music and Haitian roots sound. So that was a very intentional collaboration for co-producing and also curating events. This one, I could proudly say that it was a labor of love, but solo project, and I definitely learned a lot as I was listening to both IDM music, but also going back into the crates of like some classic house and techno that I really enjoy. Yeah, so I'm working on part 2 of a Haitian Roots and House album. So I haven't left those particular roots. I think people over the years have heard me play different singles. And that album has about nine tracks. And there was so much that I wanted to add to that album. That would have been at least an 18-track piece. So we're revisiting a lot of the songs that we wanted to put out originally, but also working with various artists from the diaspora. And we're really excited to work with Santuario, which is an Afro-Dominican band, particularly the lead singer and founder, Monica. And we have a single that's coming out this summer called MO, and it's fully in Spanish, and it's with Haitian roots, Dominican roots, Afro house joint. So I'm excited to put that out as the first single of another full album that will look at diasporic sounds but rooted in Haitian roots and house. But parallel with that, I'm going to continue on this solo journey, and you'll hear a little bit more Afro tech, more on the techie side, from me in terms of, EPs. So I'm excited to explore both of those worlds because that's sort of my makeup. It was just forward thinking and really innovative. And that's sort of the space that I'm in right now. So I'm excited to see what else I'll produce and or who I would collaborate with to bring like the visuals to life. I'm going to shout out Stephen Baboon, who is another amazing Haitian artist who did the album cover of Tonight We Fly, who's also doing the EP cover for this new project with Monica. And he's been instrumental as being part of the Oyasound team and bringing those vibrant colors that you see in comparison and contrast to more of the sort of this alter ego techie side of this black and white imaging. But I'm not a monolith. I live in all of these worlds. So just being able to find the right collaborators, the right artists to bring all of this vision to life. And it's also my way of sort of evolving what Blackness and Black music really means within this house and techno space, and sort of reclaiming it as well, because I hear a lot of people say, the Black roots of techno, or they have conversations or posts about it, but this is my way of contributing to that movement and that conversation through the actual music, right, and the production of the music, and that it doesn't have to stay in one particular track or a way of sounding, that it could also be an evolution even within the Black purveyors of the sound. Fun fact, that is my voice on the track, which I had fun manipulating. So also, sort of blurring the gender lines as well, because you will automatically think it's a male voice, but it was more so sort of this ethereal voice that sends the message around intelligent Black dance music. So yeah.